Hello, it's your favorite sports Unc here. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to join the fastest growing community on YouTube. Remember, Nightcap doesn't happen without you. So please subscribe or you're going to make Ocho cry.
All-Pro safety Kyle Hamilton and the Ravens have reached an agreement. A 4-year extension worth $100.4 million is the largest deal for a safety in NFL history, and the deal includes $82 million.
Guaranteed.
However, they got a bigger deal looming. Lamar Jackson. His salary cap number is $43.5 million in 25, $74.5 million in 26. With Lamar continued, he still represents himself, he and his mom. Are we headed for a long, drawn-out negotiation, or is this going to be simple and painless?
It's going to be simple and painless. Simply the fact this is quarterback number one. This is the future of your organization, probably for the next 10 years. Obviously, we saw young bull down there in Buffalo get his deal. I forgot what the numbers were, but I think it was in North was maybe 300, 330, something like that.
I think it's over 300 with 250 guaranteed.
Yeah, guaranteed. So obviously Lamar's going to be somewhere probably going to leapfrog that in some way, shape, form, or fashion. Representation, being his mom, them having the right people in their corner, understanding how everything works, being that they've already worked one deal. So it's pretty easy where the numbers are going to be, and they're going to work it out. And I'm not, maybe I wouldn't be surprised if it happens maybe before the season or maybe in the middle of the season, but it's probably going to get done. And simply when it comes to certain players, when it comes to certain players, especially this position, you don't play no games. You don't play the game to that position, so the quarterbacks have nothing to worry about except just football alone.
I like them going ahead and getting this deal with Kyle Hamilton out of the way. They tied up. The Ravens are normally very, very good about this. Their homegrown talent, they take care of those guys. They always have. I believe they always will. You go back and look at the Jonathan Ogdens, the Ray Lewises, the Terrell Suggs, the Ed Reeds. Those guys, they take care of their guys. They've always done that. They took care of Lamar. That they did make Lamar play, or the franchise tag one year. I was surprised. Well, he didn't play on the franchise tag. Nobody even put money down when how many guys needed a quarterback and could have given up easily 2 first-round draft picks. I think that's the going rate for a quarterback of Lamar. 2 first-rounders, you'd have been gladly giving those guys up because, hell, you feel that when you give those guys up that you're going to be so far down in the draft, it's not going to harm you. You don't think when you get Lamar Jackson, you're going to be picking in the top 10 again. What that's being said, they took care of Kyle Hamilton. Now they can put their attention on Lamar Jackson. And I agree with you. At some point in time, this deal is going to get done. They're not going into the season next year with a $75 million cap hit for a quarterback. Could I potentially see them getting something done? It all depends on him. Because at the end of the day, Ocho, you said it best. He and his mom are their representation. They do have an NFLPA attorney, I think, to help them read over language and probably pay an hourly rate or something like that. That's better than giving up 3 to 4%. I'll pay you hourly. I'll give you, 15, whatever the case may be. Let's just say a round number. Let's just say $1,000 an hour for you to read over the contract to make sure everything's on the up and up. All the language is what it needs to be. But with that being said, he's not going into next season with no $75 million cap hit. That's for damn sure.
No, absolutely not.
I think it's going to happen sooner rather than later that he's going to get something done. And I agree with you. I can see them somewhere at some point in time getting a deal done if he wants to get it done. He might say, well, if we don't get this thing done by the first game, I'm done talking contracts until after the season.
Yeah, obviously, when you think about someone like Lamar that I know personally, he's strictly football. When it comes to the business side of things, obviously he has mom right there to handle those issues. But Lamar's one that just wants to play football. And we understand the nature of the business, and you don't want to get yourself in any type of distractional situations that can take you from said game of football. But obviously his eye is on the prize, and that eye is on the prize had nothing to do with money because he's already been paid. So his focus is on doing what we need to do to dominate in the AFC North and contend and get ourselves to, for one, the playoffs, and to get over the hump of getting out the playoffs and having a chance at the goddamn
You're
Lombardi.
absolutely right. Look, the guy's a 2-time MVP. You're not going to pay.
Hey, No. He's a
Nah, we
three-time
can't do that.
MVP.
We got to give him what he got.
Yeah, I don't care what the numbers say. He's a three-time MVP. Now they took one of those
He did.
MVPs from him based on one of the best statistical seasons from a quarterback in the history of the game. So it was that I love Josh Allen, but last year's MVP was a damn here. That's what that was. I'm just being realistic, huh? That's what a damn here. That's what that was.
And but you're going to pay Lamar Jackson, a guy that's not even 30 years of age yet. You're going to pay him, you believe, the next 5 to 7 years, he'll still put up the kind of numbers that he's been putting up the last 3 to 4 years. 30, 40 pass touchdowns, still can give you somewhere between 500 and 800 rush yards, low turnover rate. Like you said, he just needs to get over that hump. He just needs to get that one time to play like Lamar Jackson in the regular season. Because so many times we've seen him, he went like a stretch where he had 8, 9 games, Ocho, he ain't turned the ball over. He didn't fumble the ball. He didn't throw a pick. He did none of that. And then he got, I think, in that playoff game, the divisional round against Baltimore, he ended up having 2 turnovers. Look, he still had him in position.
Yes.
If the tight end, if he catches that, Mark Andrews, if he catches that 2-point play, now we're possibly in the overtime, or I mean, the defense is going to have to stand to keep Josh Allen out of field goal range, and then we go to overtime. We'll never know. But we have yet to see Lamar Jackson play in a big-time game come postseason like the Lamar Jackson that we thought should have won the MVP. See, because if that guy showed up, they go into the Super Bowl. And that's what we keep expecting, Ocho. That's what we keep wanting to see, because we know he has it in him, because we've seen it. It's not like we're not asking Lamar Jackson to do anything he has not put on tape in the regular season. That's the only thing. Exactly. Because we've seen him put on tape. He throw for 300. He'll rush for 60, 70, 80 yards. We've seen him have 3 touchdown passes, 2 touchdown rushing. So we're not asking him to do anything that we have not already seen with our own eyes. It's just that in the playoffs, more times than not, he's turned the ball over. And once he gets that out of his way, sometimes it takes others longer to live. We've gotten spoiled. Tom Brady went his first year starting, he went. Patrick Mahomes, his first year starting, he goes to the AFC Championship game the next year. His second year starting, he wins the Super Bowl, he wins regular season MVP. And that same thing with Lamar. Think about it. Lamar, his first year starting, he won the MVP. So we know what he can capable of. We just need him to be that person come playoff time. And if he does that, the Ravens going to be hell, because the Ravens got a heck of a football team. They got a heck of a football team. I think John Harbaugh is an unbelievable coach. Defensively, they got guys that fly around to the football. They got Jair Alexander. They got Wiggins outside. They got Marlon Humphrey in the slot. They got Hamilton. They took a safety. I think they took another safety in the first round. They're good. Roquan Smith. They're loaded. They're loaded. They got Bateman. They got the other Zay Flowers. The running back with Ricard is back. They got Derrick Henry. They got Staley is back. Lamar. They are loaded. Now, Lively's going to be out a little while because I think he got dealing with a foot injury. But they got Mark Andrews, who's been an All-Pro, who's gone to multiple Pro Bowls. This team is loaded. This team is equipped, and they should be thinking, hey, we got to take care of business and win our division. But they should have loftier expectations based on the personnel that they have on the team and based on the coaching staff that they have. But Lamar, they're going to get something done. $43.5 million. That's not excessive as far as the cap, Ocho. But 75, that's excessive.
That's way over.